Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's mastermind call. This is Rem Jackson. This is the Top Practices Marketing and Mastermind call for June 25th, 2024. Yes, I always do this, where it's like, I can't believe the year's going by this fast. But I've got a little housekeeping that I want to take care of before we get started. And the first thing I want to do is remind you that the Top Practices Summit is at September 13, 14, and 15, and that is in Scottsdale, Arizona. And so here is the agenda. I just want to share it with you so that everybody who's watching this either now, hello, Steve, or anyone who might be watching at a later date can really get a sense for what's going on. You want to make it to this meeting if you possibly can. We do it once a year, and there's really nothing like it in podiatry. So it starts on Friday night, September 13th. That's going to be led by me. I'm calling this your top performing podiatry practice plan. Basically, we're going to talk about how the doctors in top practices are putting up $1 million in collections. They're doing it in record low time, and they're able to actually have their staff and them generate over $1,000 an hour every hour they're open. How they're getting around to it, what are the strategies they're doing. Going to have folks up there that are knocking it out of the park. And that's how we'll open up on Friday night. On Saturday, we're going to have a keynote speech with, you all know Dave Fries very well since you're all members of the mastermind group. Dave does the mindset call with me, but Dave is also extremely interested in a lot of things involved in entrepreneurship, specifically artificial intelligence, AI, and how it's changing the way that we're able to really manage everything. It's coming so quickly, but Dave's ahead of the curve for a number of reasons, and you'll find out. He's actually speaking around the country right now on this topic, and we've got him at the summit, 9 a.m. Saturday morning. Then we're going to move to the most popular thing that we do at the summits. It's amazing when I get the forms back. What did you enjoy the most? What would you like more of? They want roundtables. So this year we're taking the roundtables to the next level. I've always done it by, doctor and solo practice, doctor and multiple doctor practice, office managers, staff members. We've kind of marketers. We've broken it up that way. This time we're not doing that. This time we're going to have all of the tables are going to be set up by subject interest. So no matter what your position is in your practice, no matter what you do, you're going to be able to go straight to that particular topic. You can move around if you want to. I think it's taken the roundtables where everybody has told me they want to go. And then in the early afternoon, the second most popular thing, we're going to have our Marketer of the Year presentation, our Innovator Award, the Drive Award, Manager of the Year, Staff Member of the Year. These are highly prized because the Marketer of the Year gets up and gives a presentation on how they did it. The same thing with the other awards. It's really some of the best case studies you'll ever see of people who have been selected by me as the winners. And then we're going to finish the afternoon off with a really great leadership teamwork workshop. Simon Sinek said this better than anybody, I think. A team is not a group of people who work together. A team is a group of people who trust each other. Ask yourself this question. Think of your team, scale of 1 to 10. How does your team fit that particular rubric? And no matter where, I hope nobody says 10 because we can always get better, right? You might calibrate yourself high, but what can we do to improve? This is what we're going to be spending time on. We're going to hang out together and have a good time at the party. And then on Sunday, we have 3 different tracks. Again, I've organized this very differently than I have in the past. Normally, I have tracks for doctors, tracks for marketers. This is not really set up that way this year. So in track 1, we're going to start out with the protocol and scripting workshop. We did this last year. It was wildly popular. We've expanded it. This year it's going to be led by Dr. Wishney and Dr. Juliana again. Then we're going to do one we've never done, how to drastically increase your profits using dispensing and ancillaries. The fact of the matter is, this is wildly overlooked, I guess. you will be surprised at how much cash you can bring into your practice if you pay attention to all of these modalities and just good old fashioned dispensing. A number of things that you can do, and we're going to have real doctors, real case studies, and we're going to make it so when you leave there you think I have to do this. Then in the afternoon we're going to have an advanced marketing workshop. This is a workshop for people. We're not going to talk about what's the internet or how do you, this is seriously advanced tools, apps, strategies, tactics, cutting edge stuff. And you can only get this at our summit. And then at the end of the day, I'm going to bring everybody together. We're going to talk about where do we go from here. Track 2, we're going to have the ultimate medical staff roundtables. The staff wants more roundtables. So this year, we're going to build it up. They're going to have their own set of roundtables. And the session will be led by Tina Del Buono, Jay Henderson, who you all generally know really well. But this is going to be a chance for the staff to roll up their sleeves with this expert panel and talk about stuff in roundtables. Then we're going to have a office manager mini MBA. You know, I always say the managers are between a rock and a hard place, right? I mean, it's a really tough job, but this is their chance to get a sort of a mini MBA on how to really, really do their job well. And then, of course, we're going to have a first time beginner marketing workshop that'll be led by me and Tom Foster. This is where you go if you're interested in marketing and you want to start with, okay, what's first? We're going to go through the basics and explain it all and take you step by step. So I've got one for advanced and beginners. And then on track 3, those very same marketers are going to have their own roundtable in their workshop, and at the same time that the staff's having theirs. Then we're going to go to AI, apps, online tools, websites, blogs. This is marketing for everybody, and it's going to be the stuff I talked about in the advanced session, and we're going to extend it and make it not quite so assuming you know everything. And then the staff is going to have a session that I'm going to tell the doctors and the managers, you're not welcome. This is a chance for the staff to work through issues and everything that's on their minds. By the way, I neglected to tell you something. I'm going to scroll back, and I apologize for the scrolling, but I want to read this. So this is the ultimate medical staff roundtables. You know, the staff members are going to collaborate with the expert panel. They're going to discuss, model, and improve their ability to assist and support their doctors with patient care, and time management. But here's the deal. The staff members that go to this always say when it's over, I wish our doctors could hear what we're saying right now, because really they're the ones that need to hear this. The staff always says that. So the ideas that are shared and discussed in this session are going to be compiled, and we're going to do an online webinar that will be shared after the summit so that their doctors can watch this summit with them and get the benefit of not only knowing what they said were the challenges they're facing, but how they believe the doctors can help. That can be attended live, and then the recording is going to be put up on the Summit resources page, which of course we always have for the summit. So that was a bit of housekeeping, and I wanted to do that a bit more, really directly this time, because I wanted everybody to just get a chance to see that. If for any reason you have made the very poor decision not to come to the summit this year, unless your sister or your daughter or your son is getting married, then you should be at the summit, and that is why.